Welcome to the Labels Don't Define Us podcast. I'm Sarah, and I'm really glad you're here today. This is a safe space, a place where we talk honestly about mental health, healing, and what it really looks like to live beyond a diagnosis. If you've ever felt hijacked by a memory, overwhelmed by a sudden wave of fear, or confused by reactions you couldn't explain, today's episode is for you. We're talking about trauma, triggers, and most importantly, how people take their power back. You are not broken. Your reactions make sense, and healing is possible. What triggers really are? Let's start by gently unpacking what triggers actually are. A trigger isn't weakness. It's not being dramatic. It's not a failure to move on. A trigger is the brain doing exactly what it was designed to do: protect you. When we experience trauma, whether it's a single event or repeated stress over time, the brain stores those memories differently. Trauma memories are often stored without a clear sense of time. That means the body can react as if the danger is happening right now, even when you're safe. A sound, a smell, a tone of voice, a crowded room. Suddenly your heart races, your muscles tense, your thoughts spiral. Not because you're weak, but because your nervous system is trying to keep you alive. Triggers are reminders, not of what is happening, but of what once happened. Understanding this alone can be incredibly freeing. Let me share a few stories of people who learned to work with their triggers, not against them. First, there's Alex. A survivor of childhood trauma, Alex used to freeze any time conflict arose. His body shut down before his mind could catch up. Through grounding techniques, feeling his feet on the floor, naming objects in the room, reminding himself of the present moment, he slowly retrained his nervous system. Today, Alex says his triggers still exist, but they no longer control him. He feels choice again. Then there's Mark, a veteran. Loud noises once made everyday life unbearable. Fireworks, traffic, even a slammed door could send him into panic. Mark worked with a trauma-informed therapist and slowly reclaimed his routines. He learned that healing doesn't mean erasing the past, it means building safety in the present. Today, he goes to family gatherings again. He sleeps better, and he laughs more. And then there's Laura, whose story I want to share more deeply. Laura lived for years with trauma she thought she'd never escape. Her triggers were relentless: sudden fear, emotional numbness, panic that came out of nowhere. Traditional talk therapy helped her understand her trauma, but understanding wasn't enough to stop the reactions. That's when Laura began EMDR therapy, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. EMDR works by helping the brain reprocess traumatic memories, so they're no longer stuck in survival mode. Through guided bilateral stimulation, often eye movements or gentle tapping, the brain is able to file those memories away properly as something that happened then, not something happening now. Laura describes it as finally being able to breathe again. Her memories didn't disappear, but the emotional charge did. The fear softened. The triggers lost their grip. Today, Laura says she feels free in ways she never imagined possible. She trusts her body again. She feels present. She feels powerful. Tools for regaining control. Let's talk about tools that help people take their power back. Grounding techniques bring you back into the present, naming 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear. These anchor your body in safety. Self-talk matters deeply. Reminding yourself, "I am safe right now," isn't lying to your brain, it's teaching it. Slow exposure helps rebuild confidence. Avoidance can shrink our world, but gentle, supported exposure helps it grow again. Creating safe spaces, physically and emotionally, gives your nervous system somewhere to rest. Healing doesn't require constant bravery. It requires safety. These tools don't erase trauma, they build resilience. I want to share the story of Maya, who lives with trauma-related triggers. For years, Maya felt ashamed of her reactions. She masked her fear, pushed through panic, and told herself she should be over it. But healing began when she stopped fighting herself. Through therapy, journaling, and learning to listen to her body instead of judging it, Maya slowly reclaimed her life. She learned her triggers were signals, not flaws. Today, Maya says she feels empowered. She knows her limits, she honors her needs, and she no longer defines herself by what hurt her, but by how far she's come. Turning struggle into expression. So many people with trauma diagnoses find healing through expression. Art, writing, music, movement. Expression gives pain somewhere to go. I've spoken to people who turned their trauma into poetry, into paintings, into advocacy, into compassion for others. Not because trauma made them special, but because healing gave them voice. They didn't just survive, they transformed. If you're listening today and living with triggers, I want you to hear this. You are not broken. Your body is trying to protect you, and healing is absolutely possible. Trauma may be part of your story, but it does not get the final word. Thank you for listening to the Labels Don't Define Us podcast. Your courage matters. Your healing matters. If today's episode gave you hope or insight, please follow the podcast and share it with someone who might need it too. Together, we can break the stigma and remind the world that we are so much more than labels. Until next time, take care of yourself and never forget, you are not defined by a diagnosis. Welcome back next Monday for a new episode.